New York Post NFL reporter Ryan Dunleavy's Week 17 power rankings are up on the site. You're wondering where your favorite team ranks after probably winning or losing their must-win game over the holiday weekend. But don't worry, I got you covered. He's here to break it down. Ryan, first and foremost, thanks for joining us. I see you shook things up a little bit in the top five. Pretty much the same teams, but you switched the order up. You know something we don't know. Why'd you shake things up a bit?
Because of the uncertainty around Jalen Hurts, Brandon. Look, I only bumped the Eagles from 1 to 2. They lost to the Cowboys. They put up 34 points, but the defense gave up 40 against probably the best quarterback the Eagles have seen all season in Dak Prescott. So they just sent a little bit of worry between Hurts' injury and the defense's performance, and Buffalo obviously looks rock solid. So I just flip-flopped 1 and 2 this week.
All right, there's a shakeup from the top 5 teams. So who deserved their biggest jump in the rankings after their Week 16 performance?
So I'll tell you, I was a little overdue to switch this up, Brandon. I had kept a bunch of teams who got off to good starts. I had kept them over a bunch of teams who were playing well, and I switched it basically, man. I moved the Jaguars up 5 spots from 18 to 13. The Steelers up 5 from 19 to 14. I moved the Packers up 8 spots from 23 to 15. They're all playing well. They've all won 3 in a row, 4 out of 5, something like that, depending on the team. And the Commanders, the Seahawks, and the Titans, I have all sliding down. They all got off to good starts. They were on the right side of the playoff bubble, and they can't get out of their own way for the last month, those teams. So basically, I took 3 teams that are surging and 3 teams that are slumping, flip-flopped them, and they all have about the same record. They're all 7-8, 7-7-1, so to speak. There's a big jumble in the NFL here between what I have as 20 and 21, and it's 12 and 21 in my power rankings.
Yeah, there's a big shakeup with the playoff picture with teams winning and losing. I mean, the last 2 games, I'm locked in. I know NFL fans are locked in for sure. I know you talked about some of the teams that slump, but who would you say is the December pretender? Who is your NFL team that's like the biggest pretender in the month of December with the rankings?
The Titans. I mean, the Titans I think they've lost 5 straight. They're gonna lose this division to the Jaguars. They play basically a winner-take-all game next week, not this week. I would say the Jaguars are a heavy favorite in that game. The Titans are going nowhere.
All right, let's stay in New York. We got the Giants and the Jets. How did you rank both these squads?
I actually moved the Giants up, Brandon, which is very rare in these power rankings. I very rarely move a team up after a loss, but I was really impressed with the way they played the Vikings, who I'm higher on than most people. I have them towards the top of my rankings. I don't think, I'm not knocking the Vikings for 11 one-score wins. I think that's talent, not luck. So I moved the Giants up for losing on the last second 61-yard field goal, going toe-to-toe with them and showing a different look. The Giants haven't really aired it out in 3 years. So they showed they could play a different style of ball, which I think is important for the playoffs to be multidimensional. Move the Giants up from 12 to 10 despite a loss, and I finally moved the Jets down. I had kept them at 17-ish for a while, 15, 16, 17. I bumped them all the way down to 21. That was a putrid performance against Jacksonville, probably the end of the Zach Wilson era. We'll see if Mike White can get them back on track, but right now they look like a team headed very much in the wrong direction.
Yeah, wondering if Mike White can save their season and their playoff rankings. Ryan, thanks for joining us, my man.
Thanks, Brandon.